What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today I want to bring you guys a video on why the current cryptocurrency market has crashed, why it has fallen to the levels and the numbers that we are seeing today, what's contributed to this, and where we go from here. So I'm going to start off the video with the disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, or consult a financial advisor if necessary. As for transparency purposes, I don't think I'll be talking about too many specific cryptocurrencies in this video. However, before I talk about any, I will make sure to be fully transparent with you guys and let you guys know if I'm invested in those cryptocurrencies before I talk about them. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. It's no secret to anybody who's been watching cryptocurrency, looking at the charts, or even just staying involved in the cryptocurrency community, that the last few days and the last few weeks in the month of March have not been the best time to be invested in cryptocurrency. A lot of cryptocurrencies have seen major market cap devaluations. The price and valuation of their cryptocurrency have taken a hit, as well as the overall market cap of cryptocurrencies as a whole had dropped below $400 billion and currently sits at around $325 billion, with Bitcoin crossing underneath that 10K mark that we saw at the beginning of March to the 8,000 mark that we're seeing right now. Obviously, this comes after a major bull run in the month of January, where we not only saw a ton of very optimistic investors who thought cryptocurrency and blockchain was the next best thing. We have money coming in left and right, altcoins hitting all-time highs, and now we're seeing cryptocurrencies, some of them at least, retracing back to their pre-2018 bull run that we saw at the beginning of the year. But in today's video, I want to cover why this is happening. So while I am very bullish on cryptocurrency in the long term, and I think this is only going to be a small stepping stone in getting to new all-time highs in the future, I do want to cover why this crash happened in the first place and some of the speculation behind it. So I'm going to go over to a website known as Cointelegraph.com that I use in my videos all the time. In an article written by Patrick Thompson, the effects of Mt. Gox trustees' $400 million sale on the Bitcoin market. So this is going to be linked down in the description down below if you guys are interested, just as everything in my videos always are. If you guys don't know, on March 7th, a report addressed to the Tokyo District Court revealed that a Mt. Gox bankruptcy trustee, Nobuyuki Kobayashi, may have contributed to the 3-month downtrend in the cryptocurrency market. I'm going to be running through this pretty quick, guys, as there's a lot of smaller and detailed information, but I just want you guys to understand the main points behind this. So over the past 3 months, Kobayashi has sold over $300 million in Bitcoin on 2 public exchanges. What people are accusing him of is suppressing the price of Bitcoin by putting so many Bitcoin back into circulation at one time. So Bitcoin has declined 51.6% since its December 17th peak of almost $20,000, and it is suspected that Kobayashi was a significant factor in that decline. But really, how much of a factor was he? Well, who is Kobayashi? Well, Kobayashi is a lawyer at the Nagashima Ono, and a word that I'm not even going to try to pronounce, law firm headquartered in Tokyo. The District Court of Tokyo assigned Kobayashi to be the Mt. Gox bankruptcy trustee in a document released on April 24, 2014. If you guys don't know what Mt. Gox is, it was one of the biggest Bitcoin trading and exchange platform when in 2014 it went under due to claims of insolvency. A lot of people lost a lot of money, a lot of Bitcoin, and I believe almost 200,000 Bitcoin was recovered since the hack. And with that extra Bitcoin that they have that we see here today, he has over 166,344 Bitcoin and 168,177 Bitcoin Cash under his management, and the courts are going to move forward with how this should be sold off or what they're going to do with these additional funds. So in the report details section of this article, it talks about how we sold over 35,000 Bitcoin and 34,000 Bitcoin Cash without consulting the courts. He's going to be moving forward with the Tokyo District Court to sell a certain amount of BTC and BTH, but he is being criticized of selling the funds on online exchanges, and as we know, this has allegedly been the cause of several market disturbances contributing to the general downtrend of cryptocurrency. So obviously Kobayashi has a ton of claims against him and the Mt. Gox exchange. So he says he originally had 24,750 claims that totaled $2.4 trillion against, and they were filed against Mt. Gox. Kobayashi stopped accepting these in May 25th in 2016, rejecting the $2.4 trillion worth of claims, leaving Mt. Gox with a measly $430 million of liabilities to creditors compared to the $2.4 trillion that he just completely rejected. So a lot of issues going on there. But continuing on, it goes over the 5 sales and when they happen, as well as the transaction details. So you guys can check this out if you're more interested, but I think the bulk of the information is going to come from this analysis at the end of the article. So obviously he's being criticized for selling large quantities of Bitcoin on these public exchanges. So allegedly, this led to this 3-month downtrend. But if we actually look at the Bitcoin prices after Kobayashi's sales, they tell a bit of a different story. So only 2 of Kobayashi's trades had an impact that moved the market more than 5% in the less in less than 24 hours, excuse me. So this shows that really the trades did not have that big of an influence at the time that he actually sold the Bitcoin on the marketplace. The decline in price of Bitcoin and the sales in the exchanges occurred in the morning between 10:30 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. respectively, but the market finished 6.2%, 7.7% above its morning price each day. The market dropped more than 5%. So that's an interesting tidbit of information there as well. Out of the 5 sales on exchanges, because that's how he priced off his Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin only finished on the Reb in 1 occasion, and that happened on February 8th. February 6th, I believe, was the day that altcoins had a very, very bad day, and there's a huge dip in all of the CoinMarketCap graphs that you guys can see as they really hit some very low lows, and February 8th was 2 days after that. So despite Kobayashi selling $32.9 million worth of Bitcoin on the exchange on February 8th, the price of Bitcoin only declined 2.3% for that day. So how much of an effect did Kobayashi's sales really have? Well, on 4 occasions, the price of Bitcoins dropped subsequent to his sale. So this is some important analysis here. December 22nd, January 17th, February 7th, and February 8th by 8.4%, 10.8%, 1.2%, and 2.2% respectively. So nevertheless, the price of Bitcoin rebounded in each instance except for the day of February 8th. So February 8th was the only day that we saw Bitcoin not recover or not rebound from its price drop. So even though his sales represented over $300 million in Bitcoin being sold over public exchanges, the largest sale of 10,000 netted him around $86.6 million. That only represents about 0.55% of the entire Bitcoin market cap. So it's really nothing to bat an eye at in the whole picture here. So the conclusion, Kobayashi's actions were not so significant on the market. Now, I'm not saying in any way that Kobayashi's actions of selling this sheer amount of Bitcoin did not have any implications on the marketplace. And obviously, we saw that I think this personally got a little bit blown up out of proportion. I think in a lot of ways, this wasn't great for the marketplace. It wasn't good. But Kobayashi, I think overall, this was a contributor to the fact that we're seeing some lows right now in the marketplace. However, I think there's some more things here at hand, because if we just look at some of the technical numbers behind this, it doesn't look like it had that big of an impact on the price of Bitcoin, looking at the percentages that it was going up in the last 24 hours and the percentages that was going low. And even February 8th, it says that's the only day where we saw it not rebound from that price, from that sell of Bitcoin. So the rebound in price of Bitcoin from the alleged decline caused by Kobayashi may also have been induced by Kobayashi. So think about this. It's possible that investors bought more Bitcoin after Kobayashi drove the price down, which moved the price of Bitcoin back up and caused cryptocurrency to finish in the green 4 out of the 5 sale days. So what this is saying is that Kobayashi sold all of this Bitcoin, driving the price down. So in this hypothetical situation, obviously this didn't happen, but if you went from $10,000 to $8,000 on his sale, this is hypothetical, keep in mind, this didn't happen. People were like, oh man, I got to buy in at $8,000, and then a bunch of people started FOMOing in. They saw this price opportunity because the price was down, still a bullish market, brought it back up beyond that 10,000 mark where Kobayashi sold it at, and that could have led it to going into the green. Again, that is certainly possible. So again, make your guys' own conclusions from this, but that's pretty much going to do it. Again, there's a little snippet here from day trader and entrepreneur Tim Rainer, who said that he doesn't want to see the rest of the coins that are Kobayashi's management sold off in a drip fed style if they really need to be sold off at all, but he prefers that they just don't be sold off at all, due to the fact that if he were to sell these, it would cause a price drop, cause traders to get scared and sell. A majority of investors jumped into Bitcoin too late, so their profits are very small. He doesn't want anyone panic selling. This happened in January and he lost $30,000. So some interesting perspectives here, and that's going to pretty much do it for me covering the mt.gox kind of situation we have right now. When the trustees $400 million sale in the Bitcoin market, did it really affect it? In my personal opinion, not too much, not as much as I think a lot of media sources are saying that it affected the whole cryptocurrency market. However, this is your guys' opinion to come up with. Next, I'm going to be talking about some of the other contributors that may have contributed to the current situation in the cryptocurrency market, that may have contributed to the March Bitcoin crash. And I'm going to be using a website called blockexplorer.com and Block Explorer News, written with an article by Anthony Severino titled March Bitcoin Crash Caused by SEC Panic, Binance Issues, Potential Mt. Gox Sell-Off on March 8th, 2018. This will be linked down in the description down below for anybody who's interested. But basically, in late January until the big February crash, there was an endless supply of negative press related to cryptocurrencies. I have a video about this on my channel that was released at the time. So this includes government bans, Korean exchanges being delisted from CoinMarketCap, as well as the Tether scandal. I know India had some statements on cryptocurrency that were taken as FUD at the time. And then we saw the CFTC and SEC Commission come in, where the U.S. committees announced a do no harm approach to cryptocurrencies. I have another video on that at the time. So this allowed cryptocurrencies to change immediately, and the market rebounded a bit, which prompted Bitcoin's end of February and early climb into March. We saw Bitcoin hit prices of about $10,000. So obviously we haven't been able to hold those price lines. And some of the reasons, in addition to the Mt. Gox sell-off, was the SEC won't let me, as they title this section in their article today. So the SEC released a public statement today. Again, this is a little bit dated. So on March 8th, they said, and they called cryptocurrency exchanges, and I quote, potentially unlawful online platforms for trading digital assets. So in the statement, the SEC calls out the fact that many cryptocurrency assets meet the definitions of securities, and because they do, exchanges must register with the SEC. And as you guys know, exchanges hate the SEC. They don't want to register with them. They don't want regulation. And most cryptocurrencies exchanges, such as GDAX, aren't registered, instead operate using money transmission licenses. So to be fully compliant with these guidelines, they have to register and then be put under close scrutiny under SEC inspections and other requirements, which and those who do not register with the SEC could be sued or shut down, or both. So basically, cryptocurrency and these exchanges have been trying to delay this for as long as possible. They know that regulation is on the horizon, and with the SEC coming out with this news saying that cryptocurrency assets meet the definitions of securities and they have to register, otherwise they are subject to be sued or shut down, is some negative news in the marketplace, some definite FUD. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Obviously, I don't think right now this is going to have any immediate impacts on the exchanges that we all know and love. However, going into the future, it does look like there's no way around it, that the regulation that's coming into place by the SEC, exchanges are going to have to comply a lot more, and obviously, as we know, they are not looking forward to that. So Binance API issues as well cause market issues. So if you guys haven't heard, on the internet, on Twitter, in the cryptocurrency community, the SEC asserting their control over exchanges wasn't enough. There's also fear over a Binance hack that caused widespread selling off of funds, selling that wasn't initiated by users. Many of Binance customers took to Twitter to tell their communities to inquire about why all their altcoin holdings were sold and converted to Bitcoin. So they have a quote from one Reddit users. Users panicked, but the Binance CEO explained the selling as irregularities in trading activity, and Binance has since reversed all unauthorized trade. There is a video over on Datadash's channel, one of the biggest cryptocurrencies channel that you guys are probably familiar and acquainted with, that goes well into talking about this Binance hack, as well as the trading bots that were associated with this. I'll link his channel in the description because I really enjoy his content. I look up to the videos that he puts out, as he is a great ambassador for the cryptocurrency community, and I think he does a great job explaining how Binance was so very good in fixing this issue, how they were so fast and good in refunding all the payments and everything that was happening on their exchanges, as well as what they're doing to stop this in the future. So honestly, in terms of FUD, I would not look at the Binance API issues and the quote, hack that was going on in their exchange as really anything to be concerned about. It was fixed very quickly. Nothing negative happened from it. Everybody was refunded all of their altcoin positions, as well as anything else that was taken or stolen from their account. So moving forward, honestly, the biggest news here is pretty much the SEC and their opinion on exchanges, as well as labeling cryptocurrencies and their assets as securities and what they're going to be doing in the future. However, those are the main kind of contributors to the current cryptocurrency market as it stands right now. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Your guys' support has been amazing. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Obviously, cryptocurrency as a whole hasn't been the most exciting thing to watch lately, as it only seems like it's going down. However, it's important to understand why the market is like it is as it stands right now. So obviously I hope you guys learned something from this, and some of the contributors that have taken the cryptocurrency market as well as the market cap down the past few weeks and the past few days. So obviously I'm very bullish on the future of cryptocurrency, but I am interested to hear your guys' opinions in the comment section. What are you guys doing? What are your positions on cryptocurrency? Are we going to see an even bigger crash from here on out? Is this only just the beginning? Is this rock bottom? I love to hear what you guys think, as well as I'd love to hear what you guys think regarding all the contributors, especially the mt.gox hack, as well as the trustees selling off his millions of bitcoins as well. So I'm going to go right into the disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and consult a financial advisor if necessary. As for transparency purposes, I'm pretty sure the only cryptocurrency I really talked about much in this video today was Bitcoin. I don't hold any Bitcoin in my portfolio as it stands right now, but really the majority of this video was just talking about mt.gox as well as some other contributors as well. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and have a great day.